I've finished my 2026 federal duck stamp, and yes, it has been submitted. Sorry about the stress, here is the full update. In my last video, I left off with 68 hours of painting done, and saying I had only 2 days to finish it with the goal of shipping it on the 13th, like I actually thought I would submit early. It's true I have before, but it became very apparent to me quickly that I wouldn't be doing that, so this will go by days. The 11th. I knew that I needed to move on from the water, but I couldn't stop working on it. That's my spot. I knew it was going to be hard for me. I was mostly working on flows, water, the wave that she is riding. I changed it a bunch. I stared, I looked, and I was happy with parts of it. I also found time to vote. Slay voting. Now we are technically in the next day, August 12th, because I was still painting after midnight, and I knew full well this wasn't going out the next day. I found like stepping back and looking through a tiny hole in my hands was actually very helpful. I used to do that without wearing my glasses because you could actually focus your eyesight and see. Did anyone else do that? I also use my reduction glass that I bought just for fun, and it's very helpful. By the end of that painting session, it is 4 a.m. and I've added about 8 hours of work. Noon on the 12th, here we go again. Still working on that water. I wanted to add some of the cloud tones into the water because that's kind of how water works. And I decided I need to just be more loose with my strokes. I was trying to keep everything neat and perfect, mimicking how other work I've seen looks in the end. But there's a messy stage, always a messy stage. And I just needed to map out how I would naturally think the water was moving. Took an outside break, always worth it. And Graylee, my lovely wife, made us some pancakes. Around 4 p.m. I decided I want to see my painting with the mat. But of course I haven't cut a mat yet because I'm insane, so I chopped up some paper and taped it to my painting. This was very helpful because I knew the stuff that went over the lines was influencing how I viewed everything. I consulted Graylee. She is also an artist, and I might post the full raw clip of us talking about it. Having another artist look at your work is always beneficial. Actually, not always, but you know what I mean. I have surpassed 80 hours of painting.
Chapter 1.
Tangent. You know what I despise is when you take a photo of anything and then Apple automatically edits it to be more contrasty and weird. Hate it. I end up screenshotting before it happens. I am struggling at this point. I go back to my iPad because now I've moved on to the real horror story of my painting, which is this left corner. I know my perspective is not perfect. I know some things are like, would that happen like that? And I am trying desperately to be okay with it and work it out. I constantly reference earlier parts of my painting to see what I liked better. I even take off my glasses to get that fuzzy view. This is how close I have to be to my painting for me to see it. I'm blind. I once again made everything choppy in hopes that the water movement would naturally come to me.
You're wrong. It looks like water.
And at the peak of my frustration, the saving grace, Kess was coming over with her painting. And I knew everything would get better from there on out. And I'm so sorry, but there's a 3-minute cutoff, so this will have to be only part 1.
They are so different.
They're so different.